Tonight, a former substitute teacher is charged with sex crimes. Thank you for joining us. I'm Melanie Johnson. Prosecutors have charged a former substitute teacher in the Melville School District with having sexual contact with a 14-year-old student. 30-year-old Brandon Holbrook is charged with statutory rape and statutory sodomy. He is currently jailed in St. Louis County. Police say Holbrook met the victim while working as a substitute at Bernard Middle School. The Melville School District says Holbrook also worked at several other middle and high schools, as well as Porter Elementary School from February 2021 to May 2022. Police are concerned that there could be other victims. School officials say they learned of the misconduct in this case earlier this week. In a statement, the district says, quote, when the friend of a victim brought concern to the Melville School District counselor on Monday, September 12th, district administrators immediately filed a report with the Division of Children's Services in compliance with Missouri law. The district goes on to say, quote, as we do with all employees, this individual underwent an extensive background check before being hired. School officials are urging anyone with additional information to contact St. Louis County Police.
The president of a condominium association in Flagler County is also accused of video voyeurism.
59-year-old Robert Orr was arrested Tuesday night. West News Claire Metz reports Orr allegedly installed a camera in the master bedroom of a neighbor's condo, capturing intimate images.
He had access to condos because people trusted him, and he was the HOA president. And it turned out he's a pervert.
Sheriff Rick Staley says Robert Orr is president of the Las Brisas Condominium Association within the Matanzas Shores community north on A1A. Deputies say when an out-of-state condo owner asked Orr to keep an eye on her...
Tonight, a Texas doctor with a history of medical board reviews now arrested for allegedly tampering with IV bags, resulting in the death of his colleague. Officials say anesthesiologist Dr. Reynaldo Ortiz Jr. was arrested Wednesday on federal charges of tampering with a consumer product causing death and intentional drug adulteration. According to the criminal complaint, in June, Dr. Ortiz's co-worker experienced a medical emergency and died after treating herself for dehydration at home with an IV bag. The autopsy says a lethal dose of a nerve-blocking agent caused her death.
There is never any time at all ever that you would ever use bupivacaine and put it in someone's blood vessels.
Her family confirming it was Dr. Melanie Casper from Baylor Scott and White Health in North Dallas. But she isn't the only alleged victim. The complaint indicating there may be at least 12. The complaint pointing to surveillance video that they allege shows Ortiz placing suspected tampered IV bags into a warmer.
This is so scary and shocking to all of my clients. It's hard to imagine.
Attorney Bruce Steckler represents at least 2 alleged victims described in the complaint. One of them just 18 years old.
I think anybody who sends someone for a routine surgery does not expect to be told, especially if it's your healthy 18-year-old son, that your child might have a 50-50 chance of survival.
Baylor Scott and White Health telling NBC News its facility contacted law enforcement after discovering that an IV bag appeared to have been compromised, adding their facility is closed while they help investigators contact patients.
There were a number of red flags that went unheeded in this particular situation.
Dr. Ortiz has a disciplinary history with the Texas Medical Board. In November of 2020, one of Ortiz's patients suffered serious complications during anesthesia, according to the criminal complaint. As a result, the Texas Medical Board documentation shows they decided to monitor Ortiz and have him complete additional training. But he was still able to practice. And more medical board documents show that in 2016, Ortiz was found guilty of a misdemeanor for shooting his neighbor's dog. The medical board disciplined him with a fine, while the medical center suspended him for 2 weeks for failing to report it.
All right, Nyla Charles joins us now from Los Angeles. Nyla, I guess the big question that people at home are going to have, it's a question I have, is why? Why would Dr. Ortiz do this, especially to patients who needed his help? And then I know you have some reporting about an upcoming court date that Dr. Ortiz has.
Right, Tom, that's a great question, but unfortunately the criminal complaint doesn't list a possible motive. So far we haven't been able to reach Dr. Ortiz for comment, and it's not yet clear whether or not he's obtained an attorney, but we do expect to learn more on that front at his federal court appearance that's expected on Friday. Tom?
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.